Next up, we have the 1-3 Cleveland Browns taking on the 3-1 Washington Commanders. Right now, the Commanders are a 3.5-point favorite. Mark, give me 3 keys of how the Washington Commanders can win this game.
Well, number one, the Washington offense needs to keep on rolling. Like they've scored 80 points in the last 2 weeks. They keep that up, they're gonna win this game. Number two, Cleveland is riddled with injuries right now. They have 3 on the offensive line alone. 5 offensive starters didn't even practice Wednesday. I don't know how many of those guys are even gonna play. Three. My last key: Cleveland's offense doesn't have much juice to beat any team right now. They really don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Cleveland Browns are just kind of a shell of themselves, right? So Mark is saying, keep it on in Washington, keep that offense rolling. 80 points the last 2 games. Actually, Mark, wasn't it like 0 punts or 0 turnovers in those 2 games as well? Like they've been
That
they've
and
been
then
rolling.
also Jaden Daniels has had an 80+% completion rate. So they're just balling.
Yeah, something crazy. He also says the Browns are hurt, so take advantage of that injured offensive line. And also, there's no juice, there's no mojo happening in Cleveland right now. So I think, guys, my keys to the Browns could potentially win this game versus the Washington Commanders right now is to force Jaden Daniels into mistakes. Like Mark said, Jaden Daniels has been the most efficient quarterback so far this season. He has a completion percentage over 80%. Just not the last few games, the whole season, he is over 80%. Along with the 80% passing completion, he just has 1 interception. So he is making good decisions, he's making good throws, and they're catching the ball. So I want the Cleveland Browns defense to put pressure on him and take away that short passing game. I want you to send 5, 6, 7 guys every snap. Every snap, send a blitz. Send 5, 6, 7 guys every play. We were talking about earlier this offseason, Mark. The Browns have one of the top back four secondary in the NFL. Let's see some one-on-one as well. Press them and let the front 7 eat. Pressure Jaden Daniels into mistakes. Number 2, red zone defense. One of the biggest Achilles heels for the Commanders so far this season has been red zone play. So I want the Browns to be sure to hold them to field goals if they get into the red zone. So far this season, the Commanders have a 50% touchdown rate in the red zone. Mark, that is 17th in the NFL. That's not even the top half. Keep them out of the end zone, and you will win this game. Let's flash back to a couple weeks ago. They were down in the red zone 7 times versus the Giants, settled for 7 field goals. Ultimately won that game, but they should have lost. So you force them out of the end zone. It could potentially cause Jaden Daniels to start forcing some balls because he wants to find that end zone over and over and over again. And my third key is to find Deshaun Watson's mojo. Where is Deshaun Watson's mojo? That is the question. Deshaun Watson has yet to break 200 yards this season, but last week he did have a 75% completion rate versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Browns are still without Nick Chubb going into this week, so I need Deshaun Watson to take over this game. I need him to have flashes like he did in Houston back in 2018, 2017. No more of this nickel and diamond crap. The Browns have one of the top receiving cores in the AFC. Let's use it. Find Deshaun Watson's mojo, and with the real Deshaun Watson, please stand up. So the keys for the Browns this week is to force mistakes. Force Jaden Daniels to make some mental mistakes. Red zone defense. Keep the Commanders out of the end zone. And Deshaun Watson. With the real Deshaun Watson, please finally stand up. So, guys, in the comments below, wow emoji for the Browns, heart emoji for the Commanders. Mark, who do you got win this game and why?
I gotta go Washington. I just think that they're playing so hot right now. I'm the type of guy that when I'm picking games or I'm like picking guys for my fantasy, I always go for the hot hand. So I'm going Washington.
Yeah, and honestly, it is at Washington. It's at the nation's capital. The crowd's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the strike is officially over at like all the ports, so everybody's back working, going to be back partying. Without Nick Chubb, Mark, I don't have any faith in the Browns at all. I don't know where Deshaun Watson's at. I don't know where this offense is at. Hell, I don't know where the defense is at, right? Where has Myles Garrett been?
Yeah. I agree with you about Deshaun Watson, too. Like, where has he been, man?
Yeah. I got to go with the Washington Commanders as well. As much as that hurts me to say, I got to go with the Commanders. Wow. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump up in the comments and see what the people are saying. John is picking the Commanders. Kevin says, damn it, Jimmy had one job to do. Take out the damn trash. Lou Man says, Washington football team is going to win this game. Jim Powell is dropping down the heart emoji. And Alpha Rob brings out this fire. Put those gats away, Alpha Rob. But he says Washington wins until Cleveland benches Watson. Mark, we actually had a conversation about this, not like you, but the Man Hour crew, about a potential trade between Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson straight across the field. Maybe they both just need new change of scenery. Do the Cleveland Browns need to bench Deshaun Watson if he doesn't break 200 yards and just was bad this week?
I mean, this is looking like the all-time worst trade, which I'm kind of glad for because then it makes the Russell Wilson trade not look so bad. So this is looking really terrible for Cleveland. You know, they're giving this guy all this guaranteed money. He's like a shell of the former player that he once was. So what do you do as a franchise? Like, you're paying him all this money. Like, he's not playing well. Like, I don't know what you do. Do you throw in Jameis? Like, that trade is very interesting. Him to Jacksonville, you know, I don't think that'll ever happen, but I don't know, man. The whole Deshaun Watson thing, I kind of don't understand. But like I told you last week, like, it's just he lost his confidence. All the allegations, he lost his confidence, man. He's not that guy anymore.
Yep, gotta find that mojo. John is taking the Commanders all day as well. Kevin is taking Washington as well. And it says, in order to win the division, they have to win this game. So Kevin thinks the Washington Commanders are going to win the division, and he's been on this since about June. He says Commanders. Jim says the artists formerly known as the Redskins are way too much for the Stains. Where's the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year? Not wrong. And Kevin says, if the Browns want to win, get Watson to a massage parlor.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh.
But it's true. I mean, it's true. Kevin also says it could be in Cleveland and Washington would still win. Potentially. Derek says pigs in skirts scared dogs. Taking the Browns, I guess. And Alpha Rob says not even the Jags want that crazy. Listen, when we talk about the Jags coming up here, guys, I might shock y'all. But in the comments below, guys, Browns wow emoji, Commanders heart emoji. Let us know.